these guys are super excited. They've come from all over the world. I forgot to mention, we actually met with Cece this morning and they did some stunt training with him.
Oh, really?
Awesome! Yeah, they had a great time.
So awesome.
So
Kicked his ass.
Yeah, he's amazing. Great about you both.
So great.
Yeah, that was a good time. So I think the group would love to know a little bit more about the 80s and why we're putting Diana and Wonder Woman in the 80s, a little bit of background and history there, and kind of what's been happening in the past 66 years since we last saw her.
What's been happening is very much what we, talked about at the end of the first movie, which is Diana was dedicated to saving mankind, but very quietly and undercover. And so in all these years, it's funny, sometimes people have said, why didn't she do something in World War II? And I always say, how do you know she didn't? Yeah. Wonder Woman is very much as it was done in the comic books at many times. She's been doing all kinds of things. She's just very serious about keeping it quiet and undercover. And so that's what she's been doing. Why the 80s? Well, I wanted it to be extremely different than the first movie. And it came to me during the shoot, while we were shooting the first movie, the storyline. And the storyline was best set in the 80s because the first movie was all about the birth of Wonder Woman, making Wonder Woman. This movie is about Wonder Woman and us and our times and our classic villains. And so what better time to do it than in 1984? That was kind of the height of our civilization, this current civilization. Yeah, 84, no problems had shown up yet. We were at the top of the world, and there were good and there were bad things about it, but there was great art and great belief in mankind, and everyone was, celebrating and doing incredible things, but we didn't know what the price of that was going to be. So putting Diana, it's really a story about Diana meets mankind and our classic villains, which are perfectly suited for that era of time. And Wonder Woman, we all associate hugely with the 80s. So it was a great way to bring her back to her home in that way as well.
I had managed to orchestrate a gift for Patty and I.
Pretty good.
Can I?
Not yet. Not
No, I
yet.
can't tell you what. The invisible jet. It sparked in my living room. But don't tell anyone.
There is a prop that will be seen tomorrow.
Yes.
That we both have a copy of.
Pretty great. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So yes.
I have some cassette tapes that I still.
Do they work? Do you have
Some of my favorite albums, like Duran Duran's first album, which I still remember when it came out. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be taking this tape, guys.
Well, Wonder Woman has always been such a positive role model. How does it feel to revive that positivity, not only among women, but also among men?
It's amazing. It is amazing, and it's something that you never think about when you actually go and shoot a movie. When we're on set, you don't think about what kind of effect it's going to have on people. You think about it; it's in the back of your head, but it's not what drives me every day. And then to hear and to see and to experience the different reaction across the board, from women to men, to boys, to girls. I think the best story I have is the story that you told me. Was it you that told me that?
Which
about
one?
the boy
In the audience.
that said after he watched Wonder Woman, he told his mom, "When I grow up, I want to be a woman." and it was all because of Wonder Woman and everything that she stands for and symbolizes, and it's just such a privilege to be, to be walking in those boots and to have this character and to portray her and to be her and to celebrate her and to carry this agenda that is super important, especially nowadays. And I'm super grateful for it.
We're grateful too.
So to wrap it up, so sorry we're short on time, but what is the main thing you want audiences to take away from this film?
I hope, I don't take lightly the objective of making a great movie that's fun, that you love, that you want to go see, that you want to go see again. So we very much care about it being a blast and fun moment to moment and profound or emotional or all of those things. Like, we want to make a great film. But what do I hope people take home from it? I always think that it's important to be about something with your film, and we were with the first movie, and with this movie we're really about something that we really believe in. So like the way that, I've talked many times about how when I saw Superman, it never left me. I always remembered being someone with challenges who was an outsider who became Superman and what that felt like. So I want people to remember our film subconsciously or consciously and have it bring something beautiful into their lives. So I hope they have a great time seeing it. I hope they want to see it more than once. But I also want to have a wonderful relationship with those people who go to see it by having a dialogue with them about something that we all care about and think about and have it come back to their mind. That's the ambition.
It's super important for us that you guys are here, and we don't take it for granted, because we do this movie for you, and getting the opportunity to see you face to face and to shake your hand and to talk a little bit means a lot to both of us.
Yeah, we don't get to engage with so many people, and we do know, listen, it's fun to come to these things, it's also hard, and you've taken care of things at home, and you've done all kinds, and gotten on multiple planes. So we're not just trying to say, come and do this thing, we are truly grateful for, as hard as we see that it is to do, for you guys taking that moment for our film. We really appreciate and hope that you have a good time here and you're well taken care of. And thanks for putting your effort into being here for us too.
Thank
Thank you.
you guys so much for taking the time.
Thank you.